Hello, people. How you doing today? We're going to have a very interesting show. Staxx will be showing up probably about 20 minutes after 6. I asked him to show up later so we can get a little more involved with so I can get a little more involved with the chat. Okay, so people, I'm going to talk to you about a few things today. I'm going to have a very interesting show and with some interesting guests showing up. But the main reason that I'm doing this show today is because I want to talk about the problem I had with Staxx. We're going to show a couple videos and talk about what happened and why we feuded for so long and we did some pretty nasty things to one another. We're going to discuss that today, people. We're going to discuss it the way it should be discussed, like men. Because there's so much evil stuff going on right now on MobTube. And we decided there was no reason for Staxx and I to squash this other than we wanted to squash it. No one's asking us to. It was a decision made between two men. And people are under the assumption that Staxx did a bunch of stuff to me, but I also did some stuff to him. And we're going to discuss the things I did to him. As for mob content, today is not going to be so much mob content, but we're going to talk about people like Jeffrey Littlehands, who was bragging last night, how he broke a big story. And I'm going to follow up by what he did today to show that he's not the tough guy that he pretends he is. And we're going to talk about some other stuff. Let me say hi to who's ever in here right now. And we'll let it pick up a little bit in here. Ron Gross. Lee, did you have a chance to see? No, but I will check that, my man. James, how you doing? And as people know, James is my partner in the wrestling one. He's going to have he's going to be doing some stuff here in the mob on the mob channel also, just so everybody knows. He's a real good guy. Just be nice to him, and he's going to be in the chat, and he's going to be helping me out with the chat today, along with my other wrenches. And I will be giving out more wrenches. People have asked me, just give me a little more time to make sure that whoever I give a wrench to is kosher, because we do get some rogue wrenches out here that go wild. Okay, discount. Well, we're hoping for a good show today, and we hope you like it. Teresa Murphy, how you doing today? Good to see you here, Teresa. Billy the Kid, Lee is on a mission to save the poor girl from Tonto. Let go. Hey, listen, I can't save that girl from Tonto, but her and a couple other people have emailed me, and I'm going to talk about those emails. And the emails are about some stuff going on here. Some very interesting emails. Toxic masculinity. Lee, yes, I got you, brother. Don't worry about it. Carol Quill, how you doing? Yes, Staxx will be here about 6:20. I just want to come in here and have time to say hello to everybody and start the show and get everything going. Elliot, how you doing? Irish Mob, good to see you here. And I will be dropping the link a little bit later, and you're more than welcome to jump in the show. David Hunt, how you doing? Mike Wall, how you doing? Okay, let's see who else we got. Kenneth Powers. Is Danny the wash and wear bandit? Here's what you do, Kenneth. Go over to Danny's site and ask Danny if he is. That's it. Don't bring that crap in here. Staxx is the man. Yeah, you know what? Staxx has come a long way, just like I think I have too. I mean, we get our personalities change over time when we're in here. Especially, if you don't have thick skin, don't get involved in YouTube in the mob genre. So what did I do? I got involved in the wrestling genre too, where you got a lot of nuts over there, just like we do here in the mob genre. So I'm going to be in two genres with a lot of nuts. And if you haven't, my wrestling channel is going to be mostly true crime about murders and stuff that have taken place in the wrestling genre. If you haven't subbed there, please go sub. I'm about 600 subs. And we did our first live yesterday. And I was surprised because we had 40 people there. And it was our first live. We just threw it up and me and Mr. Proctor did the show together. Ian Delacroce. Yes, people. We all thank you, Ian, for being here. Teresa Murphy, thank you. And also, Teresa Murphy, have a great show, $9.99. Thank you very much. That's appreciated. Okay, let's see who else we got here. Chubby Rhode Island boy. Okay, listen, I don't. What do you? How do you do a wrestling show when your knowledge of wrestling is horrible? Chubby, if you're gonna listen, guys, if Chubby says one more negative thing, just knock him out. Take him out. If he wants to stay, he's more than welcome to stay as long as he's not a jackass. Tommy Stiggs, how you doing? Hey, I'd like you to jump up a little bit later when I start dropping the link too, Tommy. Buffalo Billy, Dallas Winston, Montauk, Parasite Slayer. How you doing, Parasite? Good to have you back, brother. Let me see. Hold on one second, please. I'm looking to see who I can give a wrench to here. Parasite Slayer, you now have a wrench in here. Guys, anybody with a wrench, do not let your personality get in the way. If you don't like somebody, don't throw them out because you don't like them. Because if you do that, I have to take your wrench away. Don't bring personalities in here because you're in a chat room and you're doing me a favor by having a wrench. And don't bring battles in here. I don't want you guys to block somebody you don't like. Oh, the boss is here, everybody. Angel Gotti is here. Angel, I'm a little bit pissed at you. It's been a month. I've received no money in the mail. What's going on? Lee Cooler. Yes. Marie Frick. How you doing? Lori Love. Hey, Lee. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Hit that button, kids. You know the button to hit. Thank you. Hit that like button. Get me more likes than Angel Gotti. I'm tired of Angel Gotti being the queen of likes. Okay? She's kind of embarrassing us all the time. She begs for likes and she gets them. Hit the like here, people. Mr. Verghese, yo, Lee, buddy, I hope you were well, friend. It's great to be in the house. Mr. Verghese, it's great to have you here. Dallas Winston, how you doing? John Doe. Like I said, go over to his Facebook and ask him. Paps needs gas money. How you doing? Good evening from London, Lee. Love the show. Been with you since day one, but this is my first time commenting. Keep doing what you're doing, mate. The show is getting better and better. Thank you. Chris, I appreciate that. And that's all we're going to do is get it better and better. Coach Carter, your wrestling knowledge is lacking. You need to do more research. Okay. Thank you, brother. See, that's probably just the same guy coming in over and over with different names. I love it. It's views, people. It's views. Let them say what they want, as long as they don't curse and say disrespectful stuff. So, looking forward to this, my friend. You should, because we're going to talk about Jeffrey Littlehands today. And I got to call him Jeffrey Littlehands because if I use his name, he'll probably try to strike me. So today we'll call him Jeffrey Littlehands. Do I have to really go into who Jeffrey Littlehands is? And Jeffrey Littlehands, if you want the link, you let me know, because I'm going to call you out on something that you did because you claim to be Mr. Knowledge and that you know everything. And then when the tough gets going, Jeffrey Littlehands gets going. Parasite, wrestling is bad. I know my wrestling till WCW ended. Yeah, I'm talking about the murders and all the stuff that's going on in the background. We're going to try to turn it into a true crime series that's based around wrestling, because people, there's more murders in wrestling than by the mob. I swear. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people, how dirty that industry has been for 40, 50 years. We have 163 in the house. Joey Melrose, how you doing? Lee, just say whatever it is you're thinking. Don't worry about where what you're saying. Glad you're not falling into the lib world. So tired of you not following their narrative. James Proctor did a great job. James Proctor's a good guy, and I'm glad to have James aboard. Okay. Okay, I'm just going through some of these names I read already. There's quite a few people in the chat already. Yo, Lee just got here. Renee, what are you doing, brother? Good to see you here. Let's hope the 49ers can do a little bit better this week, brother. Dallas Winston. Kane Shade's here. What do I owe this? Kane Shade, out of all people. You know, ever since his balls dropped, he's been braver and around. So today, maybe he'll get brave enough to grab the link and jump up here with me after chat takes, after my interview with Staxx. Josh Lyles, what up, Lee? Hope all is well with you. Rolex race cars. Let me tell you one thing I respect about Rolex race cars. Listen, I know that he likes the other guy too, but he's on my Instagram. We talk about other things, and he never badmouths me. He gets in there, he talks to him, he talks to me. So as long as Rolex racers cars is like that, he's good with me, people. Okay. Angela, right winger, said she's blocking everybody. Now that's a right winger. Right before election day, she's going to block everybody, people. Such a right winger. Maureen, okay, well, I'm sorry. Dallas Winston, we said hi already. Okay. EOS Creative, how you doing? Hey, ESO Creative. Today, when I drop the link, if you want to jump up and introduce yourself and tell people what you do, you're more than welcome. Because, we talked about this already. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Just trying, guys, you guys got the chat room full already, people. Trying to get down here. Lee Cole, can I get a hello, people? Hello, people. How you doing? Jason T, wrestling is like paying a bunch of carnies who are drinking, doing drugs and steroids, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. You know what, Jason? You actually described it pretty good. It is like a carny show, without a doubt. And you got carnies running the carny. Okay. If anybody wants to donate, please donate. At the top of this, and my mods, if you could put the chats, the other wrestling address, and also any of the donation places. Or you guys can just send a super chat. And people, Staxx is here, so let me bring him on. Bill,
what's good? I'm good, man. What's good, everybody? Assassinino, what's good with you, man? What's good with you, Lee? How you doing?
Good. Hey, people, I like to say one thing. If you guys haven't subbed to Staxx, he's reached out, and we're just burying our crap today. We're going to talk about what happened. And when he starts putting stuff up, his stuff is pretty good. So just go over there and give it a shot. If you like it, stay. If you don't. It's up to you. It's up to chat. Once you leave here and go over there, it's up to Bill Staxx to keep you.
Or you could get in the bathroom.
Or you can get in the bathroom. And he throws a man in the bathroom pretty quick, people.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, we're not here to bash anybody you were bashing yesterday. We're going to talk about this whole thing going on between you and I. And, you had my son on your show.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting down thinking for the last couple of days about it. A lot of people said, how can you have Bill Staxx on your show after he had your son on your show? But see, people, you have to understand something that I did before Bill Staxx did this. Me and him had a debate, and I brought up his wife and son. I'm sorry, daughter. I drew first blood, people. And he turned red about it. It really upset him. And he decided he was going to come at me hard. So we got into this long war with him. And then he brought in reinforcements for Raimondi. Raimondi, Raimondi will just say what he wants when he wants. No one can put a muzzle on that man's mouth.
Shout out to Raimondi.
Shout out. Yeah, if you're watching Raimondi, you're more than welcome to jump in here, and we'll really freak people out.
Yeah, at the doctor right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, chat, Bill. So, what do you think about what's been going on with us for last year? It's gotten pretty ugly at times.
Yeah, it has. And I did some things. You did some things, and it just comes to a point where it's like, what the hell? What are we doing, man? What is this all about? This is not what I signed up to come on here to do. And I think in the last year I've grown a lot as a person, and with like just lashing out at people and all that. I was like letting situations dictate how I acted, and maybe I should have just sat on the situation a little more. And I'm learning how to deal with different situations as they come.
And now, I was kind of responsible for putting that fight video up, but I'm not the first person to put it up.
No,
Can you
you're not.
explain to people who was the first person to put that fight video up?
I put the fight video up. I put the video up. So the whole video, I was over a friend's house doing a tattoo in the dude's kitchen. And this was a long time ago. This was in my active addiction days. And there was a guy there who was on drugs. He wouldn't leave. And he was at the door causing a commotion. Everyone kept telling him to leave. One of my friends put the phone on, and I got up. I was drinking at the time. I grabbed the weight and I tried to hit him with it, and things happened. The dude recorded it. He shut the phone off. You guys didn't see what happened after that. I don't really care. It wasn't a fight. It was a little squabble. I've been in plenty of those in my life. I've gotten the brakes beat off me multiple times. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm not coming up here trying to be a tough guy, because I'm not one. You guys are all tougher than me. And I'm just trying to show people.
And Staxx, that debate, I'm going to put a little bit of something up because now we can laugh at it. But you had a great line when you closed out our debate, and I want to put that up.
Yeah.
Don't you call me a child molester?
Bro, you look
like a fool.
You look like
Dude,
one.
You know what you look like? You look like a guy that thinks he's a tough guy.
You look like one. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna do shit, motherfucker.
Well,
you ain't gonna do shit.
What are you gonna do?
You ain't gonna do nothing,
fight, dude. You can't fight.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
But
you ain't gonna do nothing,
can't
bro.
fight, dude. I seen you
Shut
fight.
the fuck up, you fat fuck.
I'm a fat fuck, but you can't fight.
Shut up, you fat.
Yeah, but how many times do I curse? You're losing it, dude. You're losing it. Look, you're losing it. I could be a fat troll, but you're losing it.
Fuck you, Lee.
He's broken, people. You see how easy it was to break this guy?
I'm broken. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and fuck you, Lee.
Hey, man. Things happen. I can't hear you.
Can you do that line for us again, man? That was funny. I laughed my ass off when you said that.
I honestly don't know why I said that.
Yeah, Kane Shade was saying, "Hey, Lee, that's some funny shit." When Staxx said, "Fuck you, Lee," and right after he said, "And sub to the channel." I'm just glad that you said sub to the channel, dude.
Hey, I'm not hating, man. I'm not hating. I see what you do. I see what other people do, but I don't care if it's getting me 100,000 subscribers. I don't want to be involved with the bullshit. I don't have time for it in my life. I'm trying to help people on here. I just did an interview with this guy named Rob Stover. He put a shotgun under his chin and pulled the trigger. So all you people thinking like that I'm on here trying to make a mockery of this shit or it's a circus, I'm trying to come on here and save lives and show people that it's possible to go from where I was in that video where you just saw to go where I'm at now, trying to help people. And that's my goal.
Staxx, let me ask you a question. And this is something that bothers me too. Does it bother you when people start telling people who you are and you're not that person?
It bothers everyone when people do that. But I've called myself all these names people are calling me. I've called myself that all over the years. I was addicted to drugs and alcohol for a long time. I am the worst critic on myself. So that people could call me whatever they want. I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool.
And how long were you actually addicted to drugs and alcohol?
A long time, man. Long. It was since I was 14 until I was September 14th.
And how bad did it affect your life with the people around you that loved you and you know, and stuff like that?
Everyone left. I was sitting on the railroad tracks with a gun to my head. I would take drugs. I would fall out in the woods, wake up, like not knowing what was going on. I wouldn't know where to go in life. I had no direction. And I was in a mental hell. It was like mental prison. And so me getting through that and being where I'm at today, all these people that come at me, it's just, they need to look in themselves and take care of their own problems, because I know other people are dealing with other things. People go through things in life, but you have to get through it without crashing and burning. Like I used to do it all the time. I'd always be on my way to prison. I would always have a court case going. I would always be trying to snake around the probation's year ends. I don't have to live like that no more. People in my family, they look at me with respect. Like I'm around people that these other people that talk shit about me would never be around. So it's okay.
Have you brought people back in your life that hated you and you never thought would be back in your life?
I'm sitting right next to one right now.
Isn't that amazing? You know, I was thinking the same thing. I hated you with a passion, dude.
I hated you with
I
passion, and I
yeah,
want to
I
correct.
used
I want to
to,
correct something. I never called him the child thing. I said he looked like one. So let's just clarify that. I was angry. I was lashing out. The whole reason the thing happened was because I stepped away from Hootie because I found out that he was in the witness protection program. He was getting donations, a lot of money. I'm talking a lot of money, thousands of dollars for the Hootie and Stack show, and he was keeping it for himself. When I found out he was an informant in the witness protection program, I stepped away from him. He said, "Oh, we're going to interview John A. Light tomorrow. You ready?" I said, "Yeah, I'm not going to do the show with you no more." That sparked off a whole battle against, let's take Stax down. You're not going to go nowhere. You're not doing shit. And look where I'm at today. I just hit 4,000 subscribers 2 days ago, and I'm on the incline. So keep talking. It's just
how
gonna
was your
help.
how was your little vacation to Minnesota?
It was good. So
Did you
I went out to Minnesota to DJ and try something different, and I didn't like it. Tell you the truth, I didn't like being in a bar. I didn't like being around people that were drinking. There was a lot of temptation. I did not use drugs or alcohol, but I just decided to come back. It just wasn't for me. It was cold there. It was just,
thank you very much. Chicky writes, "Stop calling probation you rat MFers."
Shout out to Chicky.
Yeah, and Chicky's going through it too, people. And I want to explain something right now about Danny Trio. Danny Trio is my partner and helped me for 5 months. And he did a lot of good things for me. He's my friend. It's just like Bill Staxx has a friend called Raimondi. And I'm not saying they're the same people, but they were around the same family.
They were. So they might have been in the same crew and not even known each other. Crews are big in New York.
We may have walked down the same street and not even known each other.
Hootie was in everyone's crew too. He was in John Jr.'s crew. He was in, and then you had JC running the West Coast.
JC was running the whole entire West Coast. He's still running. Things have not been the same on the West Coast since they gave him a retirement party and the cartel took him out on a cruise. They took him out on a Disney cruise, and they all went swimming and stuff. And that's JC's life story.
I believe it. More power to him.
Yeah, more power to him. But so this whole thing with Hootie Russo, how did you find out he was an informant? Because he swears he's not.
Oh, he is. His ex-wife reached out to me, and she told me the whole story about how he they went to the witness protection program together, and they were there for a while. And then the witness protection program gave the wife, and they were not even married. They were never married. They were girlfriend, boyfriend. The witness protection program made it like they were married, but they weren't really married. They brought the kids in there too. They gave money from the witness protection program for the kids to get shoes, and Hootie took the money and he spent it on something, and they kicked him out for it. They booted him out of the program. And I can get proof about him being in the program, but it's irrelevant. Like,
It
it's
is. It
irrelevant.
means nothing no
You know?
more. You know what? It means nothing no more. Hootie has his demons. We all got our demons. It really means nothing. A lot of people bring into question things with Hootie. I'll tell you one thing though. Hootie's done 3 interviews on here, and he's always been a gentleman. And he actually got quite a few views.
Hopefully he gets sober and does the right thing. That's all I can say about him, really.
He concentrated on his show and got away from all the other crap and got away from people like JC. He would do a whole lot better.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it comes down to. Okay, let's see. If you guys have any questions for Staxx, please ask people. And yes, Staxx is here, and we explained our situation.
Parasite Slayer says, who did he rat on? It sounds fishy. So the reason why he went to the witness protection program, he got rounded up in a big indictment with a whole bunch of people, associates, a couple made men were in it. It was a big indictment. So what happened was, Hootie was going to testify against everybody in the indictment. He didn't give a shit. He went right to the government. He was like, I want to make a deal. I don't want to be around these people. So what he did is he waited for all of them. He told them he wanted to make a deal. Everyone pleaded out in the cases, so he didn't have to testify. He signed up to testify, but he didn't have to.
And that happens a lot of times with some of these informants where they're not needed at the last minute. A perfect example of that is Sammy Gavano. When he ratted, I just did a video on it, and the next person came up to rat. He wasn't needed anymore because Sammy Gavano did such a good job. The jury believed everything that came out of Sammy's mouth. Another $20 for Chicky.
I better start seeing some of that money flowing my way, Chicky.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm going to change. And I found it kind of funny yesterday. I'm going to change the subject here. You don't even have to answer to this, but I want to bring it up. Okay, Mike DeBella. You came on yesterday, and you were on that other show, and you were talking about. You admitted that you were setting Jimmy Calandra up to bring him to Las Vegas to beat his ass. You admitted that I was right about that. I do appreciate that, Mike DeBella. But then you were doing other shit behind Mike DeBella. You literally tried to hurt this show, people. And not only that, I did a video on him. I never explained this or told this to anybody, so I'm going to tell you now. Danny Trio calls me up and says, Lee, I just spoke to Mike DeBella, and Mike DeBella wants you to take the video down where you went at him. And I refused to.
How did you go at him, though? Like,
I called him out on a couple of things. I called him out because he left some messages on Convict Inc. about FBS. He said horrible things about FBS. He said horrible things about FBS to us.
Yeah.
And then he's on FBS's show a couple days later.
Of course. Everyone wants to be famous. That's what it is. The fame. Everyone thinks they're going to be famous.
And so Convict Inc. had it on a recording saying what a piece of garbage FBS was. Now, I'm not saying it. He said it. And then he also, in text messages that I seen, he was saying it about him. And then all of a sudden he's over there. And then last night he got kicked off because he threatened Jimmy. He said that he wanted to punch Jimmy Calandra in the mouth.
Yeah,
so he got kicked off the show. And then, so what did he do? He goes over and he gives 3 $50 donations back to Convict Inc.
And then he was supposed to go on Convict Inc. or something, right?
Yeah.
And then he didn't, though.
So he's throwing his money around. He's throwing his money around. And then, and this gets better, people. The great wizard, the tiny man with the little hands, Jeffrey Little Hands, we'll call him. The man that has a
Never heard of
haircut
him.
the
Don't
man that
know
has
him.
a haircut like Friar Tuck.
Yo, that $1,000 is offered to him too. What I offered the other dude, I offer it to him too.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
Hey,
Jeff,
it is.
you were bragging last night how you put a video up exposing Mike DeBella. You were bragging, Jeff. And you were like sitting back. You were going, oh, talking about how great you were. And you took the video down today, Jeff.
Wonder why that is.
Jeff? You're such a tough guy. What were you given to take that video down, Jeff? So you're up there talking smack about people continuously. You're talking smack about the Gottis. And here you are. You get a little bit intimidated. Or someone gave you something to take that video down. But the fact of the matter is you took that video down. After you stood up there making fun of that man. You were saying all sorts of things about Mike DeBella. Then you go, well, I like him, but he's okay. But he's a fraud. But when they were going after Danny Trio, you were right on their ass. You were all there. So
some people don't have any morals to stand on, and they don't care. You know what I mean? It proves it in what their actions. Look at their actions. That's the type of people they are. Like when they get in trouble with the government, usually they run and they try to, oh, he did it. No, he did it. I didn't do nothing. I'm the victim in all this. I used to be that guy. I used to commit crimes and I'm the victim. I shouldn't be in prison. What the fuck? But guess what? I was guilty of everything I fucking did. I should have been in prison. Just like these rats, they try to get out of it any type of way they can. They never take accountability for their actions, ever.
Or they send you stuff like this. I got this sent to my email by a rat. And I'm going to, let me put it this way. The rat's name is Mike. Okay? I'm not going to say his last name, but it is Mike. And he says this. He says, you need to stop pushing this rat narrative. It makes no sense. When guys in the mafia and killing people and doing horrible things, they're praised. When they change their life and get other bad guys off the streets, they're rats. The Bible says the last day people will call good and evil and call evil good. And that's exactly what's going on. The rat thing is people lifting up evil and putting down good. So that is a rat, people, named Mike, that is basically saying that what he did was a godly thing. You know, when he testified against the Gottis, when he testified against all these other people and put all these people in prison, 70. So he was doing it to get these people off the streets. How many innocent people, Staxx, do you think probably went to prison out of those 70 people that went to prison?
At least 30, at least.
Because they get them on these RICO laws.
Then they tie them all in together. So it doesn't matter what he did. It matters what one of them did.
And he was drinking coffee and he was sitting next. He was drinking coffee and he was sitting next to Peter Gotti. So he's guilty too.
So what about the people who go and shoot one of your family members and you got to go and testify in court? Are they considered a rat too? Or is it only people in the mafia when they testify against someone and they get out of prison and they keep doing the wrong thing? What should they do with them then? Should they let them just keep doing the wrong thing? Because I know of one who keeps doing the wrong thing, and he claims to be out there helping kids and all this bullshit. But anyone that has two fucking eyes and a brain can see that this dude is out of control and he needs fucking anger management or something.
You know what they're going to wait for? They're going to wait for him to kill a woman. That's what they're going to do.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
But, you know, when you get that mad and you start smashing things down in houses around people, it's only a matter of time before you're going to hurt somebody real bad. And this is one of the reasons I stopped talking to him, because I used to always say that to him. And he was doing things to women that I didn't even know about behind the scenes. He was getting, and this is a guy that police keep giving him, you know.
That's the thing. And then this other guy wants to stick up for this guy. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yep.
Like, I have proof, 100%. You cannot dispute this proof. I got more coming. I have it. Like I have it. I could maybe drop it tonight, but I got other things in the works. I don't want to focus on this type of stuff, you know?
Yeah,
It's
no,
not the way I want my show to go.
but you know what? I can understand you don't want to feud, say with the FBS thing, how ugly it's getting and stuff. But we have to call these rats out. We got to call the people. They have to be called out. And when they're doing these things, we're going to wait for some pretty young woman who doesn't know any better to be found underneath a bed in a motel somewhere.
Yeah.
Because some guy lost his temper, or that woman's going to disappear and they're going to throw her to the alligators, and you never see her body.
And then
again.
maybe they'll be with your new friend FBS, and you can say he did it. He did it. He did it. I didn't put the girl under the mattress. He did it. Because that's what he's about. That's what he tells on people.
Now I'm going to, and being that you were so harsh on me last night, Mike DeBella, you said you were going to deliver a pizza to my house and you knew where my address, basically you were telling me that you know my address, but I like to tell you something, Mike DeBella. I was told by a guy that could fight that he had my address and sent me a house. I'd rather have you come to my house than him. So.
He never sent the pizza, huh?
He never sent the pizza. It was supposed to be a New York pizza. He backed out. He said because I had a pacemaker, he didn't want to affect me with a pizza. But if I'm going to die, I want to die with a New York pizza in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. So I want to talk about something real quick.
Sure.
So the pacemaker thing. Mr. Raimondi saved your life.
He did. Mr. Raimondi did save my life because I was going through a lot of stress at that time at Raimondi. And Raimondi was saying a lot of things that wasn't true. And it was aggravating me, getting me so mad, the child molestation remark. And I started getting really bad chest pains. And this happened right the week that I was leaving town. So I went over, got checked. They put one heart monitor on me. It was inconclusive. Altogether, they gave me 3 heart monitor tests. And then they finally determined that I needed a pacemaker. And that's what happened.
He's got one too. He's got one too.
He does?
Yeah, he's been had one.
I guess he
probably sent a signal to yours like
that's just one of those things that I should have never got involved with. It was just too much. It was insane. It was insane. People go, oh, you backed out. No, listen, if I didn't back out, I was going to die. I was going to go to California and die in liberal ass California, in LA, where they put me right in the gutter and nobody would notice me there for 5 days.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. So, and when it comes down to me, Anthony Raimondi has said a lot of things that ain't true, but the fact of the matter is he still has no evidence that he's ever snitched. And this channel is about dealing with snitches. And if Mr. Raimondi wants to keep to that story, God bless him. Let him do it because people keep putting him on. Okay,
Hey, he's been on reputable place, so really mainstream.
I just seen him the other day someplace. I'm like, damn, how the fuck did he get there? So also, Mike DeBella, Fusco, Roma Deli. Somebody left me a message today, and I told them I didn't believe. I said, let me show it to you. This came up, Fusco Roman Deli. Lee, I don't know you, but I'll tell you this: that fruitcake DeBella fella, I don't know him. He doesn't know me or my deli. So this is the owner. There ain't no black book wise guys in my joint. Okay, and then he writes, Mike is a complete liar, and then I write back, I wrote back, listen, I don't know who you are. I need proof that you're the person you are. And they sent me proof to my email. And then when I asked him for proof, here's what he wrote me. Lee Cole 3 podcast. I'm as real as cancer, kid. I'll get in contact with you. And see, Mike DeBella, you got to understand one thing. This genre is like the fucking mob, dude.
No, it is.
We got mobsters in here, man. Us Us content creators, we're all fucking mobsters, even if we weren't in real life. We've become fucking mobsters, you know, because we have our channels and we can defend ourselves and we'll say whatever we want up here. It's freedom of speech. And let me tell you something, Mike DeBella. I don't live in some left ass city somewhere where you could just walk up to my door and hurt me. I live where 60 old ladies live and they're all packing.
You'll have little dogs going. Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah. And on top of that, this town, there's a cop on every street in this town. They all live here because the Texas Rangers barracks is right at the end, right on the highway. The state troopers barracks is next to it. The police department barracks next to it.
Anyone who says a threat on the internet on a video, come on, it's not gonna happen. People who talk, it's called cell gangsters. That's what they are. They talk big shit, but they're not gonna do nothing. Not a fucking thing.
And I didn't even know who this man was. He went to my partner and said, "Get away from that guy." Him and some other guys on those. Why did you guys care whether Danny Trio was on my show? What do you think, that this show is going to end because Danny Trio's not here no more? I was on here a lot longer before Danny Trio came along. And I was at 4,000 or 5,000. When Danny came, he helped me a lot. I'll never take anything away from Danny. But to think, and here's what this whole thing about is going to happen now, people. I used to not come on here a lot because I didn't know whether Danny was going to be able to be on that day. I don't worry about that no more. You're going to see me all the time on here. You're going to see lots of lives. I'm going to go back to the way I was doing it. And it ain't going to be once or twice a week no more. We'll take that. So we're done with that. I said what I had to say to you, Mike DeBella.
What's up, Amber? How are you?
I said what I had to say to you, Jeffrey Littlehands. You need to consider stop acting tough, dude. It's like you're 5'1".
The other dude in Pennsylvania, man.
Huh?
The other guy in Pennsylvania, Sonny Money is tougher than him. And if you've been sober for so long, how did your stepson steal your cocaine?
I don't know nothing about that, my man.
He made a video saying his stepson stole his cocaine. Now, how did your stepson steal your cocaine if you've been sober before you had a stepson? Can you explain that to me?
And you're on a platform right now with 227 people talking about it. So,
make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell.
Let's get it up to 250 people. I got 163 comments I haven't looked at yet. Okay, so let me catch up on some of these comments. So people, this is the way you want it. And today I also said I was going to name my new partner. So I did that on purpose because I wanted people to think it was Staxx just to piss me off. I personally think we make a hell of a combo, but Staxx has his own shit going on. I got my own shit going on. You know, but the fact of the matter is, people, my partner is me. When I bring someone on to be with me, it's because I enjoy having company. But to think I can't do this show on my own, maybe I can't get up here and insult people for 2 hours on my own, like some people can. But thank you guys for clearing out the zone now. I'm by myself. Thank you, because you're going to see me a lot more here. And I'm really looking forward to it. Look at the color of my face today. I don't have to worry whether my partner's mic's working, whether the internet's working. Okay.
It's always easier by yourself, man. You don't have to worry about nothing. You can just get your thing together and do what you got to do.
I got a partner on my wrestling channel because I need him, because he knows a lot about it. And that's like, I'll have partners come in and help me every once in a while, but I'm not going to get dedicated to one. You know, this show is where it's at right now. And people come here and they like the show.
Because if you can't do it yourself, you got to reach out to all these people to do it. That's why I learned to do all this stuff, make thumbnails, edit videos. Dude, I don't need to reach out to anybody. And I think I recall, wasn't Hootie saying he did all this shit for me? He was, right? That was his claim?
Yep.
I was doing everything on my own. Thank God.
And he does his, but he doesn't even make thumbnails. He just jumps on.
Hey, I wish the best to him. I really do. I got no malice or ill will towards anybody. I want to help people who are depressed. I want to help try to steer people out of the depression realm and show them that there's a better life out there.
Joey Morrow says, Staxx, when you get into a street fight, it's good to know if a guy is a southpaw lefty. Dude, when you get in a straight fight, Joey, you don't know what the hell the guy is. It ain't like the old days. You could take a guy down to the ground now, and the next thing you know, you wake up because he's a jiu-jitsu expert and he just put you to sleep.
If you guys didn't see in the video, I went to hit him with a weight. I'm a southpaw. If you didn't notice, I grabbed the weight. I don't know why I fucking even thought of that. Like,
ever talk after that fight? Did you ever talk to that guy again?
I never talked to him before the fight. I don't even know the kid.
He just showed up at your door like that.
Yeah, so that wasn't my house. I was over someone's house tattooing. That's why I had gloves on. I was doing the tattoo.
And everybody had their pants down below their ass cheeks. That was the style, I guess.
This is just Bristol, I guess.
How old were you in that?
Probably 10 years ago. I was probably 35, maybe. I don't know, something like that.
And listen, guys, as in the words of another great podcaster, I'm going to say, where's the money? If you guys expect me to come up here every day, I need money. Okay?
I don't want none of you guys' money. You can keep it. I don't need your donations.
Yeah, I've only seen 320s so far. I don't know about my other. I need more money. I can't make just
that
$30.
video was fake news. What video is that? What video is fake news?
Who is that? Someone, I'm not even near the bottom. So
James Monroe said, Staxx, the video's fake news. What video?
Well, listen. The FBS. No, don't bring that up in here, people. Don't bring his wife up in here. Don't talk about.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that situation no more. Yeah. That's his to handle, and I really don't care about any of that. And that's my comment with that. Well, I'm not going to talk about that no more.
And one thing I can be totally honest about, you won't see me going after wives in here. Luckily, I don't have a wife because I'm sure somebody would have went after that wife by now. But if anybody wants to go after my ex-wives, they're more than welcome. I'll be glad to send you their information.
And listen, man, I didn't make the video, so don't get mad at me. That's all I can say about that. Like, be mad at someone else, bro.
Chicago Muscle. I'll tell you what, Chicago, man, you're in a big battle. What the hell, Chickie? What are you doing, Chickie? Did you just get your Social Security check or something, Chickie? Another 20? Free Ronnie G, a real one. Well, I'm starting to fall in love with you. You know what's happening right now, Chickie? Right now, you're getting Staxx pissy saying, what the fuck? Why isn't Chickie over there dropping me those 20?
Nah. Chickie knows I'm happy as hell. I have some great things in the future. We got production is getting into the process, and I'm going to be involved with a series. Can't really talk about too much of it, but it's coming soon. And you guys are going to be like, how the fuck did he do that? Sorry, man. It's the looks. I don't know.
You know what's funny, though? Here's Chickie. These guys go after Chickie. Chickie always donates to the shows. He's always good to the shows. There's nothing saying that he ever ratted, even though people. But then you got this Aralotta guy running around in neighborhoods where they're cheering him. Have we ever thought that we'd come to that point where a guy Aralotta, a guy who sent and Staxx? This is the funny thing. Aralotta sent 4 guys to murder Bruno. He sent these guys, and then the government let him testify against the guys that he sent to murder somebody.
That's insane. I don't understand the premise behind all that.
And the Geis brother, Geis.
Yes, yeah, the Geis. I have an exclusive. I can't talk about that either, but it has to do with that situation, and you will see it coming very, very soon. And you're going to be like, how did he do that? But it's coming.
And these Geis brothers, they could have ratted themselves.
Ratted on who, though? Who are they ratting on?
They could. No, I'm sure everybody that gets arrested these are lower level guys. They weren't at the Arlotta, if they wanted to rat, they would have ratted out Arlotta. So
yeah, but if Arlotta is able to tell on them, and I've heard Arlotta say, I offered them the deal to come with me, and they didn't. To give up what though? They must have had more information on something, and they were like,
sure
"No, I'm a real dude. I'm not doing it."
there were a lot of stuff. But anyway, allegedly that guy killed Whitey Bulger, one of the brothers there.
Allegedly.
And he was, and I guess Arlotta, that's a good thing you did. You put someone in there to take out the biggest snitch of all time. But the fact of the matter is that man in prison is 10 times the man you are, Arlotta. And then you're going to run around and do a show now. Now he has a new partner, Lefty or something. It's Arlotta and the Lefty show. Is that it? Is that what you fell to, Arlotta? You're such a big gangster that you're going on these low-level shows now?
I think he started his own show, to tell you the truth.
Well, that'll go as about as he doesn't have the it factor. He doesn't have the it factor. That's what it comes down to, because there are some guys. I'll give you an example. Bill Catullo comes on the show with me and Danny. 30,000 views. 30,000 views. Now he goes on these other shows, a couple thousand views, 4,000 views. He can't get his show off the ground. They think that being with the Rats will make their shows better. That's wrong. A year ago, that was so, but a lot of people coming on here now are just tired of the Rats because they've seen what the Rats have done to this community.
It's just craziness. The things you see, you would never see this type of shit back in the 90s. Can you imagine in the 90s seeing someone who cooperated on MTV on a video or some shit? You wouldn't not see that ever.
And then you got guys like this making people.
You're here because you're probably a subscriber to FBS and Jimmy Calandra at Beth Avenue Story, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Are you subscribed to my channel?
Of course.
If you had a wife or a child that was sick, would you leave their side to watch a newly released video from Gunsmoke to Dawn?
Sure would, Gunsmoke.
You see this?
Yes, I do.
Would you use that to protect Gunsmoke to Dawn against any and all trolls?
I've used it in my real life, and I'll use it now.
Oh, nice. I like that. I, Mark Wolf.
I, Mark Wolf.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That my soul may burn in hell for eternity.
That my soul may burn in hell for eternity.
If I betray Gunsmoke to Dawn.
If I betray Gunsmoke to Dawn.
You are now Amica Nostra. I welcome you and I salute you.
Thank you, Gunsmoke.
Thank you.
That's everybody's dream, people. To be made by Gunpoke to pawn.
Yeah.
He's
harmless. Gunsmoke is harmless.
Something, there's a likable side to him, but gosh, he's so far into this this other content maker tells him what to do. He's literally destroyed his show. He was on last night.
Listen, MobTube, you have the crown, man. You have the crown of MobTube. He can't take that away from you. So no matter what anyone says, it's not going to change the fact that you are on top of him right now, dominating his ass.
And then we got to play this video, people, just to keep it real here.
The thing about fighting, dude, these days, there's a lot of fucking pussies, especially Americans. And Americans are the biggest fucking pussies.
How so?
How many current American champs are there?
Correct.
You look at this badass fucking Brazilian just knocked me out. Bro, it's like Americans are soft as fuck, dude. Too much fucking Starbucks. Life is fucking too good for you, motherfucker.
We're too comfortable.
I'm almost hoping Russia fucking nukes us just so our fucking nuts get a little bigger, dude. You guys are too soft.
We're too soft.
Yeah, fucking beta males, they're fucking man buns and shit. There's probably a couple man buns behind me.
Let me see.
Yeah, let's see,
only
one man bun.
There's only one. No, well,
I mean, but they
hair.
all could have fucking man buns.
We could have some. So you think you're like the last?
Yeah, I'm the last white trash. I'm the 90s, bro. Patrick fucking Swayze. Ride motorcycles, dude. Fuck hot women. Now you guys sell your soul for fucking pussy, you bunch of fucking beta males, you fucking dirty leftists. No, I'm...
Can't hear you, man.
I just had to play that because it's funny as hell. It doesn't matter whether you're a leftist or a rightist. It's just funny, man. Okay,
And fake ass load of the sheets. Load in the sheets.
So Didn't you get along with him at one time?
I did get along at him one time, and he would always use this. He's in with the pagans. He claims he's like a pagan associate. He's the motorcycle MC associate of all associates in the pagan motorcycle club in Philadelphia. He claims he is that guy. He's always showing his patch on the screen, doing this shit. Like, come on, man.
I want to see the motorcycle.
Knock it off, bro. Knock it off. And then he threatens people. I'm going to bring the pagans up to Chicago to attack Chicago muscle. Like,
Yeah, I can hear this. I can hear them getting a hold of the pagans. Hey, pagans, there's somebody on Mob 2 bothering me. Can you go, what the fuck's a Mob 2? You know, these guys are
Like, what the
worried
fuck
about
are
going
you-
to prison
Get
tomorrow.
the fuck out of here.
Chicky, you've made my day very good today. Another 20, Lefty, you rat MFer. Okay. So toxic masculinity, $2 for the offering plate. Thank you, toxic masculinity. I appreciate it. So you see, this show is pretty fun. You know, it's like we got a good, solid group of people here, and
Renee says, Lee, I trolled Stax's show last year when I was getting along with Load of the Sheets. I was making fun of Omerta clothing. It was epic. I only trolled Load of the Sheets, not Stax, though. Hilarious.
well, I'm glad you're reading the ones at the bottom because I'm still stuck up at the top. But let me read some of these.
I don't get this many people to watch my shit, so I only have like 2 people in the chat. It's not too hard to fucking scroll through that shit, you know?
Read Guilt and Guiltless audiobook. Okay, we push back. Effing rats, they're friends and horses. They rose in on. Yeah, yep. This sounds fishy. Okay, we already read that. Mr. Proctor, please remember. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
This dude said I'm a biker. I'm Sons of Anarchy.
I'm surprised I didn't see him in that series. I mean, if they were going to get a biker, you know, he could have been the religious biker. He could have been driving around with, you know, and every time he killed somebody, he could have said a bunch of Hail Marys.
Well, you guys can mark my words. By next year, because I'm going to give it some time, you will see me on some major productions. Because I did a lot in the past year. I've done a lot of stuff, going to Minnesota, going to Chicago, going to different places, talking to different people, doing interviews. I was at the George Floyd Square where he got killed. I was all over the place. I've been all over the country. And it's the best is yet to come. And I know this year is going to be big for me.
Hey, listen, I'm putting the link down here. If anybody wants to jump up and talk to me in chat, me in the chat right now, or anybody in the chat wants to jump up here and talk with me and Stax, you're more than welcome. Okay. And I appreciate you coming on, by the way, my man, and giving me your time.
No problem, man. Said
Angel
former
Gotti.
President Trump invoked his Fifth Amendment right 440 times, refusing to answer questions at the disposition of lawyers in New York.
That bastard. Okay. I wouldn't answer them either. Okay. $2. David Cameron, behave. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, you know, Chicky? Chicky.
Oh, wait a minute, bro.
Hey!
I feel like a
Hold on.
prosecutor.
No.
He left. Okay.
I think he had his camera
We'll
on.
be
He
right
didn't want
back.
the camera on.
Gambino, $5 sticker. Thank you very much.
Shout out to Justice, man. My boy Justice is watching from New Haven, Connecticut, man. We got some big business going on, too. Shout out to you, man. Big things.
When are you doing your next show?
I was thinking about dropping one tonight, possibly.
Well, you should start. I think you should really start doing more lives because you're entertaining, and you know, I think that you're going to get more people too. Not because I'm special or anything, because people here, they want more people to be out there because you have, you know, you got me, you got Angel, you got, you know.
Yeah, if one person's not on, they want to be able to go to this one and take up their time of the day.
They don't want to go to Gunsmoke or FBS or, you know, they're not welcome there. So This is what they like. Chicky, get your butt back in here, Chicky. What the hell?
Yo, and if people don't know, all the money I make from my YouTube channel from now until Christmas Day, well, before Christmas Day, but from now until the day I get paid before Christmas, I'm going to take all that money and I'm going to buy toys for the kids in the homeless shelter. I'm going to bring you guys with me. I'll show you the whole process and we could get it done together.
That
So
sounds
if
like
you
fun,
guys,
man.
if you guys want to donate towards the toy foundation, just come watch my show and donate.
Okay, now your thing's coming in like a radio, Chicky.
Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Chicky,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. With the $20 bills you left me today, I feel like I'm a hooker and you just walked out of the room.
Well,
And there's a
I
bunch
got
of
a lot of
phones
money.
on
But I gotta prove it. I gotta prove it once in a while. Listen, I appreciate the chat. That I appreciate you guys. You got a great chat. I appreciate Staxx. Staxx is a good dude. I already told you on Angel's show. He's one of the only guys that's underestimated on YouTube. He does a great fucking interview. Excuse my language, but you know what? What's going on around here lately is disgusting. So I don't care. FBS is going to come firing at me tomorrow. That's fine. It is what it is. I sent all my paperwork to the other side, my DD 214s, my at Great Lakes, Illinois, my boot camp pictures, my pictures on the ship. I sent it to everybody on the other side. Even this bullshit, that's fine. Eric's going on his show tomorrow. Oslu would have a good show. The bottom line is to disgrace what's going on. The Carmel Club in Springfield should be ashamed of themselves. They should hang their fucking heads in shame. It's like Sammy the Bull coming in the Revenite Social Club or the Bergen Hunt and Fish Club. They should fucking hang their heads in shame. All the real guys do not belong to the Mark Carmel Club. They belong in West Springfield to the Dante Club. It's a disgrace, and I'm embarrassed. I must take 30 calls from Boston, 20 calls from New York. What the fuck are you guys doing in mess? I said, bro, don't ask me. I'm doing movies now. I'm done with that bullshit. It's an embarrassment, and it is what it is. People put themselves in line for this kid. That's fine. Listen, I got nothing to hide. I'm not on the defense, Lee and Staxx. I'm on the offense. Let them abuse me. That's fine. All you got to do is Google me, Google my name. It's very simple. Chicky and my last name, CECCHETELLI. See what that says. And then Google Anthony, ARILLOTTA. Google both of them names. And then it is what it is. Read it for yourself. I'm not saying nothing. So I live in Springfield. I swear to God, Lee and Staxx, I can't wait to get off this fucking federal probation because I'll be in Florida, in Naples, on the Gulf of Mexico side. I can't wait to leave Springfield. It's a fucking disgrace. And I'm sorry to keep swearing, but I just got to tell you the way it is.
No problem. I want to read this real quick. Parasite Slayer Jimmy had no idea who Mike DeBella is, just like everyone else. No one knows who he is because he never was involved. So what I like to say is people that wanted to research Danny Trio, come on, man. Don't be hypocrites. Now start checking Mike DeBella.
And Lee, another thing I just want to bring up, if you don't mind, I want to bring up Aerolata goes on Levecki, a bunch of shows. Chicky was a nobody. He was a phone guy. Listen, thank you. Thank you for making me a nobody. I was a nobody, but I was almost in every federal case he had, especially the bookmaking organized crime case where I went to a U.S. penitentiary at Canaan and MCC Manhattan when he was in jail like me. And he said our whole life, Lee, listen, bro, we get arrested, we go to jail. I said 100%. The road when he was in jail was him. 8 months and he flipped like a fucking jaguar. But that's here or there. Let him have his fan base. Let him have people at Vlad on his Instagram. Oh, Anthony, you're the best. Hang your head in shame, you prick. Don't do me a favor. You got your own show now, Anthony Raimondi podcast. Keep my name out of your mouth. I'll keep your name out of my mouth. But other than that, respect, brother. Come on, lefty guns and abuse me. Brothers in a rehab again. The 5 times in 6 months. These are the people they prey on. People who are drug addicts, people have their minds right, and that's what it is.
Okay,
Shane
well,
and Michelle.
I appreciate that. Let me say hi to Cane Shade. Cane Shade, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's
What's up, King
crazy.
Shades? How you
Hey,
doing,
what's
man?
up,
Shane
Stax,
Shades, what's
man?
up, brother?
Chilling.
What's up, brother?
So what's going on with you, Cane Shade?
Nothing much. I dropped the novella this afternoon. Hey, what's going on, Proctor? It's sad. What's going on with
Hey.
Chicky?
Hey,
You were
1 second, please, Cane Shade. Stax, do you know James Proctor?
No.
Nice guy. Say hi to Stax, my man.
What's up, man?
Hey, Stax, how are you?
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
Good.
what's his name? James Proctor?
Yes.
Yes.
James, I want to tell you, the other day I saw you with Lee for the first time talking on his show, the Lee Cole Danny show. And I told Lee, you did a great job. You were yourself. You were a gentleman. And a great job. I don't see you on the wrestling. I'm going to start watching that more. But you were a true gentleman. You did a hell of a job.
Well, you know how you know.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Chicky. Really
And
do.
you know how you know James Proctor's doing good. I seen a meme of him somebody had last night of a proctologist. Proctologist. Like, your first name was Proctor and your last name was ologist. So welcome aboard, James. Now you're gonna get beat up a little bit.
Shout out to my boy Jose. Shout out to Jose from Mugshot Mondays.
Is he here?
Lee, can I say
No,
something if you
no,
don't mind
text
for
me.
1 second? Can I say something?
Go for it. No, you gave
Okay,
me,
thank
you gave me $4 $20 bills. Talk.
Listen, I don't care. I'll give you 7.
It was
Don't
5,
take the
Lee. It
money.
was 5.
Okay. I don't want to say it was 5.
I got several people that reach out to me from, this side, the other side. I don't give a fuck what side, excuse my language. But they're saying, Chicky this, that, Chicky that. Let me tell you something. Don't go on to abuse me about my military career, because I sent it to 7 different people. And Lee, I'll send it to you. My DD-214, my picture in boot camp, on the ship. Listen, I don't have things done, what do they call it, Photoshop. I'm not like that. I don't go, I never visited and put Photoshop shit. Okay, I only tell the real story. The bottom line is, I sent everybody on both sides my pictures of me everywhere, my DD-214. That's the proof. So listen, the bottom line is, you all can basically, you couldn't shine my shoes on a rainy day. So make shows about me, the obese kid, the fat kid, say whatever you say. You were never in the military, and the only soldier that you ever were a soldier that when the rubber met the road, you became fucking rats.
Chicky, hold up. Chicky, I got some exclusive shit now. Right here on Lee Cole Show. John A. Light will not be going on FBS's show. I repeat, will not be going
Cane Shade.
I lost the bet. I gotta wear a Ninja Turtle shirt now.
I'm gonna buy you a Ninja Cheetah shirt.
And it's not because of FBS. Let me put it that way.
Can I give my opinion on that? Can I just say something? Listen, it is what it is. I'm going to be honest. I got 2 daughters. I got grandchildren. Let me tell you something. I don't care. John A. Lake abused a lot of good people. I understand that. But let me tell you something. He lost a daughter. And I don't care what kind of guy you are. I don't care what kind of bad guy you are. You lose a daughter, it's a whole nother realm. Let me tell you something. Let him deal with the loss of his daughter. Let him fight against fentanyl. And you know what? It is what it is. If I lost a daughter, I'd be a mental case. So let him deal with the fight against fentanyl. I give him nothing. As far as that, it is what it is. But bottom line is, I don't care in the past abuse. He's got to bury a daughter, and that's an awful thing. So the bottom line is that whether I'm with him, whether I'm against him, whether he abused dear friends of mine, yes, all of them are true. But when you bury a daughter, let this guy mourn. Let this guy fight against the fentanyl epidemic, and I salute to him as far as that. Other than that, I got nothing to say. But for the daughter, let him fight the fentanyl battle, because and we all got to be honest with that.
Thank you, Chicky.
Good words.
Okay. Faye says, Jeff talks rubbish, creeps on female chat members. Faye, look at that picture. Do you blame him for creeping? But anyway, Faye, those tiny little hands are not going to affect a woman in any way.
Raccoon hands?
Yeah. Let me rub your back. You'll feel like the Wizard of Oz. You feel like the Wizard of Oz is on your back.
So Staxx, did you ever do the interview with Paul Tanso?
Yes, I did. I did do it, but he asked me not to release it. So out of respect for him,
because I know his case is over and it was dropped and all that. So he's still.
I can reach out to him and see if he wants me to. That's the best I can do, man. He just didn't want to. He just
Have you
Can
talked
you
to
tell
him
Paul
lately?
Tanto something?
I talk to him. I talk to Paul all the time.
Okay, so if you could tell Paul, go there. 1 minute, Chicky. If you could tell Paul.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
No problem, Chicky. If you can tell Mr. Tanzo that he wanted me to do a show for him, and I did it, and he promised me an interview, and then kind of blew me off.
Yeah, he wanted to get away
I did
from
my
all
part,
of it.
Mr. Tanzo. You asked me to explain what happened, and I did. And then you just said, "Well, I'm busy right now." So you kind of hustled me, Mr. Tanzo. But that's all I want to say to him. But that's fine.
Hey, Lee, can I say something? Lee, can I say something real quick? James, I want to tell you something. Staxx next week of the week, we're setting it up right now, is going to have a guest. And Staxx knows what I'm talking about, but I don't want to mention it now, but it's going to be one of the best he ever had. And whose father, friggin' rat.
Who are you?
I don't want to get into it.
Right now?
He sounds like R2D2.
Yeah, you're breaking.
But I go crazy because these people want to badmouth me, okay, which they couldn't shine my shoes on a rainy day, and I'm a nobody. I'm just a gentleman. But you can go back on any podcast. I don't abuse nobody. But you know what? You know where it got me not abusing nobody? It got me as a jerk off, because that's what they got me as. So, Lee, next week or the week after, Top Stack is coming to Springfield. He's going to do an interview with somebody that's going to blow your mind. But that's neither here or there. Let's wait till it comes out.
Okay.
Am I wrong or right?
No problem.
100% right.
I just got to get to a few of these people in the chat, Chicky. I'm not blowing you
do it.
off.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. You're more than welcome to talk. But I was thinking, can you imagine a show like this? Chicky, Russo, and Gunner.
Well, Gunner don't let me get a word in. I did Gunner. He don't let you get a word in. He might as well just. No one's gonna let him keep talking. Yeah. Nobody. I'm sorry, but we joke around, but nobody could beat Gunner when it comes to taking over his show. Oh, forget about it.
I do want to say something. Sorry.
It would never happen. But if John Gotti, Gunner would be bigger than him.
You're ruining my show with that mic.
I can't hear you, Chicky.
You know what? Listen, the show. I salute to the screw up. But listen, I'm going to be in the chat. Thank you guys for having me on. I salute. All right.
Thank you so much, Chicky. I appreciate
Claudio,
it.
shout out to you. Thank you, Claudio. I appreciate that.
Yeah. No, I wanted to ask, did you see Rosso's interview? I'm sorry, his live yesterday. So he was talking about being on Angel show, and Lee, you were on there, and so I couldn't even follow that interview because he was just all over the place. And then he admitted in his live stream last night that he'd had 3 or 4 wine coolers. So I mean, he's got to realize, I know he's not doing drugs, but drinking's just as bad when you have a personality like that.
You're not supposed to drink on federal parole. I think it's
he's supposed to be going
stipulations.
Yeah, he said he's going to go to both NA and AA. So I hope he does.
And and to be fair to Russo, I believe he's a really good guy that's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's been on my show. Shout out to Russo. I've been checking on him. He never hits me back. So dead.
I called him today and he answered the phone, which I would say. But he has a lot of stuff because today he had someone coming over his house. I don't want to give it out, but he wasn't expecting this person to show up today. Yeah. So when you're under federal probation, not only is he under federal probation, he's literally still owned by the feds. I mean,
if he has a medical issue, he has to go back to prison. People don't understand that when you're still on parole If you get shot, you get stabbed, you gotta go into the hospital. You go back to prison.
Is that the way it works?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to say Russo. I don't know why I miss.
Oh, everybody does that. Kane Shade, what do you think, brother?
Yes, I actually want to bring up a point. Has anyone seen that video that was posted today about Hootie did a video, since we were speaking about Hootie. He did a video on January 18th where he basically said that he was hearing that the guy from Pennsylvania was in talks with Borello and they were eventually going to do an interview. Has anyone seen that? And he posted that video. That Hootie guy posted that video on January 18th of this year, and he basically it happened. Any thoughts on that, Lee or Staxx?
I got first of all, I got to read Chicky because Chicky's treating me like a cheap slut today. Thank you guys, salute and appreciate another $20. Chicky, what did you like? Go downtown and take your Snap card and sell it or something? I mean,
he stole money out of some lady's purse.
Yeah. He's robbing social clubs.
Yeah. He's robbing the collection plate.
Okay, Kane Shade, finish it up, brother. I'm sorry.
I mean, do you find that what do you think about that, Staxx?
You said he was going to post a video, or he did?
No. Okay, so let me explain this again. On January 18th of this year, Hootie made a video and he claimed that he was talking to people behind the scenes. I mean, he can't talk to Borello because they're ex-cons or whatever, but he heard from Borello's camp that the guy from Pennsylvania, and this is coming out of Hootie's words on January 18th, that the guy from Pennsylvania was behind the scenes talking to Borello, and this was eventually going to happen. This interview was already planned.
Yeah, that was he's been talking to Borello for a long time, but the A-Light interview is not going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's not because of FBS. It's because A-Light ain't dealing with FBS. That's the reason why it's not going to happen.
And I lost a bet with Lee.
Yeah.
I lost a bet with Lee.
Dude, it wasn't even a bet. I knew he wasn't gonna.
But I mean, it doesn't benefit. I mean, I'm not an A-Light fan, but what benefit would it bring A-Light?
It wouldn't bring him any benefit.
Right.
It would bring FBS benefit. But
Yeah,
guess
exactly.
what? No benefit because it's not happening. So think of a new show.
Well, I want to read this real quick. The Prime Minister of the Underworld. I am surprised FBS hosted Mike after the altercation with Calandra in Vegas. FBS should have known about it. I'll tell you what, though. Mike went on there and he said, Lee, you're right. I was planning on setting Jimmy up and cracking him in the lip in Vegas. And FBS asked him not to say nothing about Jimmy no more. And then he threw him out. But I have a funny feeling he's going to be back over there. When someone has money, they accept it. They're forgiven a lot easier.
So what's his angle, though? I don't believe that his grandfather was Tom DeBella. I think
he said that he was the nephew. And see, here's what I don't get about this. Am I going nuts here? People saying, well, he was the nephew. It's almost like the grand. No, it's not like the grandson. It's not. No. You're the grandson and you got the nephew. They're not even close. They're two different family members that are related. That's it. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He called me his grandson. Really, dude? Is that the best you could do?
But he's playing all angles for a reason, and it's just how could anyone trust him? I mean, I just don't know.
And I'm going to drop the link down, Angel. If you want to jump up here, because because I'll be honest with you, Angel, we have two people up here that need to start collecting checks from you. And Proctor, they need to start making some money, Angel. I mean,
she has a show tonight. She has a show tonight. It's her father's birthday. She has
happy birthday to her dad, man.
Happy birthday to a real mobster who did real mobster stuff and died like a real mobster. Whether and it doesn't matter what people think of him. That's how he died.
Like, if you want to be a gangster, that's how you die. You want to be a gangster in the streets and this and that, that is what you're going to have to do. You don't tell on your friends, get out, start YouTube shows, taunting people. Be a fucking man for once in your life.
And don't come out pretending you're a gangster like Bill Catullo Jr. because you have a cigar in your mouth the size of a large penis.
Listen, man, Bill Catullo Jr. told because his dad got killed. He wasn't a gangster, absolutely whatsoever. He wasn't a gangster.
And he told because he was afraid he was going to get killed.
Oh, they were going to kill him. I believe that. They were going to kill him, yes.
All you got to do is listen to his sister. His sister tells everything about the real Bill Catullo. We read what she wrote. We read it out here. She got mad at us, too, for reading it. But it was out in the public. It was a public article that she said what really happened, Bill. So, no, Bill, you didn't rap because you wanted to get even for your father. Because if those guys accepted you, you would have accepted what happened to your father and moved on. But they didn't want to accept you because you weren't a real gangster.
Or if you were a real gangster, you would have shot him. You would have killed him. You would have set something up. You would have handled your business. But you didn't. You ran. Mommy, mommy. That's what all of them do. That's what all of them do when they get in trouble. They can't accept responsibility for themselves at all. They can't.
JL, I can guarantee you one thing. Like I said, the only person I'd be worried about coming up on my lawn is Damian Tripes because he could hit me with one of those kicks in the leg. Every time I see those things on UFC, it hurts. Like if he came up to me and said, "Hey, F you, Lee," and kicked the side of my leg, I'd rather get shot.
I'd be hopping around. That shit.
You know, people don't realize in UFC fights, when these guys are fighting, their adrenaline keeps them going. But after the fight, they could barely walk out of the ring.
If you guys didn't know, I was announcing and hosting for the LFA. It's the UFC. It's an undercard of the UFC. And I did that. I DJ'd big events with thousands of people. What events have you DJ'd?
Bill Staxx, James Proctor, you're both about to get ready to get made. Okay.
Oh.
You're ready to get made, Angel.
Hello, Angel.
Hello, Staxx.
Hi, Angel.
Angel, can you use the same line as Gunsmoke, please, when you make them?
What?
Can you use the same line as Gunsmoke?
No, I don't like any of that stuff.
Okay, so you're just going to pay them without making them.
I think Chicky paid enough for both of us.
I'm still not satisfied, Angel.
Yes,
Oh my God.
Yes, you are.
Chicky's become my Mike DeBella.
Oh my God.
Hey, Angel. Before you talk, I lost the bet. I guess Staxx made the announcement that A-Light is not going on the Pennsylvania show. So you know what that means. I made a bet with Lee Cole. I got to wear a Ninja Turtle shirt now.
Okay, well, King Shades, I want a picture of that. And I have to say one thing. If that is true, that A-Light will not go on Fat Bully Snitch's show, that shows me that I can't believe these words are going to come out of my mouth. Somebody hit me. That means that A-Light has more integrity than FBS does.
Obviously. Proves it.
Yes.
Well, but also look at it. Who would benefit in that interview more? Right.
Yeah, but I thought that, A-Light, I thought maybe would do it to spite me.
To spite.
Yeah,
I thought so
true.
Too.
Yeah, that's true.
And FBS would have him on to spite me. So, like I said, A-Light has more integrity than FBS does.
Do you think you'd ever find
thought I would say those words?
Never thought I'd hear that.
No, that's true, though.
FBS started his channel calling A-Light everything under the sun. Everything. He went after him how many times? And then suddenly he gets mad at me. And so now all these people are great guys. I guess he thought that Gene Barillo was going to torch me. That's why he had him on. And that didn't happen. Gene Barillo told the truth on some things he lied about. But when it came to me and I heard that really disappointed FBS, that he was waiting for Gene Barillo to really bash me.
Of course, that's all he wants. Like,
Angel, what is your thoughts about Hootie did a show on January 18th and
I
he
was going to
basically
talk about that tonight, Cane Shades, because
Oh,
there's
okay.
a real story behind that.
Why are you taking cane shade?
What?
No, I'll tell you why. Because there is a little story behind that, and I'm going to tell it. And,
Okay.
Save the story for her show.
Okay. I didn't know. Jesus.
No, but maybe you should just,
Irish
stop
Mob,
acting
what's
like
up,
you're the
man?
host.
Well, I'm a little upset now. I got to wear a Ninja Turtle shirt.
Yeah. What size shirt do you wear? What size
I don't
shirt?
know. Well, since Chicky sent you all this money, I guess you buy the shirt for me.
I am.
Three.
No, I'm going to buy it and send it to you. What size
Okay.
shirt?
Do a 3X.
No, I'm going to send you an extra large.
No, my God. I'm not wearing no tight shirt.
No, you got it. And your belly got to hang
No,
out.
that's not the deal. That's not the deal, Lee. We didn't make that deal.
Actually, I'm going to cut it right below the breast.
All right. Oh,
And
okay.
wear it for one day.
Oh, my God. I don't do weird things like that, Lee, like you do.
No, I don't do weird shit no more.
Well, man, you're talking about wearing a thong and all this stuff.
I didn't get paid yet.
I think that's hey,
$209.
I think that's my cue, man. I got some things I gotta do.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hey.
I appreciate it. You're welcome on the show anytime. Please drop by. And for people that don't like Staxx on my show tonight, kiss my ass.
Hey, Staxx, I need to talk to you. If I can get a hold of you, maybe Instagram or something. But you have some. You took a lot of footage down. I'm doing the novellas, and maybe we could talk. I could get some clips from you.
Yeah, I got you.
But be
Okay,
wary
all
of
right.
Cane Shade. He comes off as a nice guy, but you still got to be wary of him.
No, you got to worry about Lee Cole. You got to be worried about Lee.
All right, Angel. Happy birthday to John Gotti. I appreciate all you. And make sure you subscribe. Peace.
Thank
Take
you.
care, my man.
Nice meeting you, Staxx.
You too, man. Later, James.
Yeah, later.
You know, I love when a show comes out good. I just felt very comfortable with him today. And Cane Shade's a little bit mad at me because he wanted to be my partner and I rejected him.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yes. He called me last night and he says, Lee, I only do my show 2 days a week. I need to, I'll come work for you. And I said, not right now, man.
No. First of all, I'm not interested in doing like mafia shows anymore. I don't want to do that. So I like it when you come on my show when we banter and have a good time.
It's nice when you have a star in your show.
Yeah.
It brings the level. When me and Angel Gotti together, it's like having two legends.
What?
We should call it the legends.
What?
Yes.
The other night you claimed legend status by yourself.
Yeah, but you know what? You are Angel Gotti.
Steve and I are just peasants in your world, Lee Cole.
Yeah. You're up to almost 8,000 subscribers.
And we're going to get there, I remember when people found out Danny Trio was leaving, they said, Lee's going to lose 1,000 subs. I gained. It's like they don't understand. We've been here, people doing this. These are our shows, and we have people come on our shows with us. Okay, granted, if Angel stopped bringing me on, she'd stop growing as much.
What?
Yeah, but smartly, she's been bringing me on for the last couple weeks. It's really been.
How many complaints I've gotten about you?
So you think Angel's show is growing because of you, Lee?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh my God!
Without a doubt. If you take me and Marlo away from Angel, Angel's like, what do I do? What do I do?
How do you do it though, Angel? I've seen some of your shows, they're like 8 hours long, your lives.
But they're awesome because a lot of things happen within those 8 hours. You never know what happens.
I know. So many people just come in and out.
Yeah, I was just going to say that because so many people jump in and they jump out. So,
but for you though, how do you handle it? What I mean.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you know what she does?
Talking.
You know what she does? How sneaky she is?
What's
Every
that?
time I say it's time for me to go, she goes, wait 1 minute, Lee Cole, I got to ask you something. And I look up and it's 2.5 hours later. And I'm like,
oh, God.
And then I'll say, Angel, I got to go. And she goes, 1 minute, Lee Cole, I got to ask you something.
Yeah. Angel tries to keep everyone on. Like when I try to leave, no, can't change. Wait a minute.
And it's bad when everybody's on the show talking and all of a sudden from Angel's mic, you hear.
Yeah.
I've only done that twice. No, one time I MRE. Hello, baby. Look
What a
at that
beauty, huh?
baby.
Yeah, Dante. I have
Hello,
two
Dante.
dogs. Hey,
My
here.
nephew's name is Dante. That's a beautiful baby.
I love the
Thank
color.
you.
It's a nice color. It's not. It's
Yeah.
like a white, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Not like,
love
All
that. I
white,
love
cream on
him.
it.
Is that a schnauzer?
Yeah, mini schnauzer.
Oh,
yeah.
I had a mini schnauzer. Her name was Jennifer.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeff Nadeau has a mini schnauzer too, from what I understand.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Nicole.
And here's my other one. That's
Aww.
Oh,
He-
look. Oh my
he's
God.
half French bulldog and a Shih Tzu.
Oh my God, that dog is beautiful.
You know why they call them Shih Tzus, right?
Why is that?
Because they'll shit anywhere.
Ah,
They will. Shih Tzus will
Yeah.
shit anywhere.
He's smart though. He can really. He's got a lot of empathy and can feel like the soul of humans or something.
Renee says,
Wow.
Lee show feels like hanging out
Yeah.
with your friends in a garage, shooting a breeze. Angel show is like hanging out in your aunt's living room, laughing all day. Both are great. Yeah, well, my guess would be sitting around and seeing who could bark the loudest.
No, but see, that's what I love, that everybody feels that way. Like they could come in and they can just hang out and anybody could come on and say what you have to say. And we laugh and sometimes we get like mad. Once in a while we get a little mad.
Parasite
And he
Slayer.
always interrupts. Lee Cole,
No, this is important.
interrupter there
Parasite
is.
Slayer, don't mention that in the chat, please, at all, because YouTube has an issue with that. Please. Yeah, no talking about guns. You can't talk about guns in the chat, people. Just so you know. Okay, Angel, I'm sorry. Take over. Angel, I'm giving you an opposity.
I know. I was just reading the comment. Didn't FBS say his guest tomorrow was real Cosa Nostra? Can't really say that about A-Light. I thought maybe Scars, Mikey Scars.
I don't think he would go on
Are you
there.
kidding me? Mikey Scars would be committing suicide if he went on that show.
He's with RJ still, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't think he'd do that.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe Arulada.
I wouldn't be surprised. Arulada's everywhere.
And he has, I'm sorry, I'm eating dinner. He has become the rat whisperer. So that doesn't shock me. Doesn't surprise me at all. It's probably Arulada.
Yeah, and Lee, I said it from day one.
Mikey Scars would not lower himself, to be honest.
What did you say from day one?
No, I said that the guy from Pennsylvania's show would eventually turn out to be an informant show. Like he would platform all the informants. I told you that from like the first week I talked to you.
It's amazing. We both went in opposite directions. Who would have ever thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's not worth dealing with them. It's a headache. They do vile things to you. It's not worth dealing with those people. Bill Jordan, good job. Well, Joe, I'm not really fighting back today, Jordan. Bill, I'm just having people on here and we're talking and we're saying what we want to say. No one's going to tell us otherwise. Seems like James Proctor has a better internet than Danny. That's a good thing. I remember when Danny's internet used to go out, I'd call him and I'd say, Danny, your internet. And he goes, well, fuck it.
Oh, so I was right, I guess. DB Cooper said, guys, FBS said it is 100% Arulada.
That's not a gangster. That's a cat. Out of all the rats you can have on, he's the worst. It's because, like we said, he ratted on the guys he sent to murder somebody. He's the lowest of the low of all the rats, Arulada.
I don't know what Chickie's waiting for to you know what? Let me. It's not my place to say.
Well, Lee, whatever happened to the movie star thing he was doing? He was interviewing movie stars and all this stuff. Now it's
no movie stars wants to get caught up in MobTube or There's no way. You don't even see those actors around no more. You notice that? They used to be around, but you don't even see them no more. They don't want no part of this.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's keep the politics out of the chats, people, because that's what they look at to go after. I agree with your politics, but we can't give them a reason to come after the show. It blows my mind that some Americans would okay with life. Well, yes, gas thing's ridiculous, people. Okay, let's see. What's up with you guys with all the damn politics in here? Just go vote next in a week and a half from today. Go vote. That's what you got to do. I love voting on election day. I hate doing early voting. To me, it's nice when you go in there on election day and vote. Kane Shade, do you vote?
No, I haven't voted since 2004, I believe.
Why?
Well, I got into a little bit of trouble, but I will. But everything's cleared up. I could vote again, but I think I could vote because I haven't committed a crime in over 10 years. I haven't committed a felony in over 10 years, so I think I could vote. But I voted in 2004, I believe.
James, have you voted yet?
No, I'm going to wait till election day.
And Angel, have you voted yet, or are you going to wait?
I have voted by mail.
Oh, see, you're one of those people. You're one of the mail-in people.
I'm not a New York resident.
Oh, so you voted. So you voted for Florida. You couldn't vote. You couldn't vote for Lee Zeldin. Is that his name, Lee Zeldin?
Yeah, no, I'm going to tell my kids to.
I like his first name. He has a big, because that name Lee is very particular who takes it, because it's like a name that geniuses and stars possess.
Oh, yeah, true. Right?
Okay.
Oh, Lee Cole, please. But I do like Lee Zeldin.
Yeah.
Did you hear about, Lee, that there's going to be the Iron Claw? It's going to be a movie about the Von Erichs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're filming in Louisiana now. I think someone brought it up in the chat, but yeah, I'd heard about that. And so Zac Efron is going to be, I believe, Kevin Von Erich. So it's going to be interesting.
James Monroe. Attention, Lee Cole. Bring your mop bucket and plunger to the employee's bathroom.
What?
Dude, no, that's one of the haters. Dude, do you think that bothers me? I find that kind of funny. That's a good one.
What is that? Oh, yeah. Took me a minute to even get it.
Oh, Renee said last year I trolled Staxx show. Last year when he was getting along with Load of the Sheets. Streets, Load of the Streets. It's Load on the Sheets.
Oh my God.
I was making fun of Mercer clothing. Yeah, I'm kind of behind here. I'm trying to read this one over here. Yeah, the Von Erich movie sounds good. Angel, do you know about the Von Erichs?
Oh man, what a tragedy.
I said
no, not at all.
The Von Erichs were 6 sons altogether. 4 of them died within a few years. A couple committed suicide. One guy went in and got his own dad's gun, and shot himself in the head. It was very, very tragic. And the father was very tough on the sons. And all but one of them died a horrible death. They had a 6-year-old that fell in the puddle of water and got electrocuted.
Oh my God.
And drowned in the puddle.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, this family went through. We did a video on it. It's really sad.
And all of the wrestlers that passed away were talented. All of the Von Erich brothers were talented.
Oh yeah, yes.
Proctor, who'd you say was the most talented one out of all of them?
Yeah, I would say that David, he was one that died in Japan.
Yeah, he died in Japan, and he died in Japan.
He was pretty good too.
And he died because he had a rupture in his intestine.
Yeah.
And he was complaining of the pain and everything up to that point.
Yeah.
And they found him in his motel room. His intestine and his belly exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Very
sad. DB Cooper, you're not in my block list. I went through the block. I go through the block list every night after I do a show to see who got blocked. And I never saw your name there. So I don't know why you think you're blocked.
Boy, we have a lot of well, listen, Angel, so how long is it before your show starts?
8:30 mine starts. I'm going to show a few videos. I'm going to read a few letters from my dad and show them to myself and my kids. And I'm going to address a few things lies that were told by fat bald bully, and we'll see what happens after that.
Are you
Keen Sheets, I'm gonna play your stuff too.
Are you going to play the video that FBS made for you last year?
It's never made anything for me last year.
The one with the music that he didn't want to monetize.
He took that. It's on private. It's just for him to see. I'm sure he played it 10 times today and cried.
Yeah. But Cane Shades, I really like the novella series you're doing. That's really cool. So you're doing all the editing and stuff yourself, I'm assuming?
Yes. Episode 8 dropped this afternoon. I know Lee didn't watch it because we don't have time for my channel, but episode 8 was great. Lee, if you ever I know you're a busy guy. If you ever get a chance, watch it. But it was really, really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it tonight, King Shades. That's okay, right?
Of course, you can play whatever you want.
Dude, how many episodes are you thinking that you'll do?
Okay, so I'm gonna go to 10, and then I'm gonna start season 2. I'm doing like a seasons. I'm gonna go. Okay. I got 2 more left. Take a few months off, see what else transpires, and then start on season 2.
And when I get off here, DB Cooper, I'll go check again, but I don't remember seeing your name there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, don't be sorry. I just hope a lot of people go there tonight and watch your show because you deserve it. But I'm going to try to avoid it because she's like a spider.
What?
Yeah, you go into her room, you step on that web, you can't leave.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Lee. So I could get out of this ninja.
Fugazi.
I'll tell you what, Lee. So I can get out of this Ninja Turtle shirt thing. How about we do this? Okay. When the novella's complete, the 10 episodes, I'll put all of them together, and I'll give you the whole entire first season, so you could upload on your channel. I'm telling you, maybe 2,000-3,000 views. You take videos for me, I get 300. You get like 2,000-3,000 when you take my videos. So I think that's a good deal.
Hey, listen, I come on your show for free. You should look at that. You know,
I
easily get
bastard. You're a cocky bastard.
No, but see, me showing up in your show is worth 5 novellas.
Oh, and I don't think so.
Oh,
I've been on your show 2 times in the last 3 weeks. So
and you're coming on Friday with Chicky. You made that agreement, remember? Yes, you did. You always tell me, Lee, you should be a man of your word. When you agree on a show, you should show up, and you already agreed. You've pounded that on me since day one. Every time I didn't do it, you would scream and yell at me, leave harassing text message. You coward! You didn't come on my show. So no, I don't want to hear that. You agreed to come on.
How about if I do this? How about if I get a hold of Gunner and he takes my place that night?
No.
On together.
I can't deal with the Gunner thing.
Okay. How about
I don't have patience.
Bring out Rosso? Angel loves him.
I happen to really like Rob Rosso.
I do too. He's a different type of cat.
Yeah, and you know what? And he is not a Gotti simp by any means. He has his views. I have mine. And so that just goes to show that another thing FBS lied about. But anyway, I still like him, and he likes me. He listens to my show so he could fall asleep.
Well, but actually, Angel, here's what Angel did for him. Angel, he came on the show the other day, and he was talking about being in debt, and he's not in debt no more. So we should all thank Angel. She took care of that for him.
And you're going to make me start crying because I'm emotional as it is right now. And if that's the case, I am very happy. All I did was give somebody his phone number. And if I helped him, I am so happy. I really am, because I like him.
You're a good woman. Can I have that phone number? I'm not in debt, but you know, I
No, I'll be very, very happy if that's the case. Extremely happy.
And James Proctor is my partner on my other show. It's only a matter of time before I start borrowing money from him.
Oh.
Or I'm going to say, does your young, beautiful wife have a sister? How about a mother?
Parasite Play, it's not that type of person. It's not that type of person.
What are you talking about, Angel?
Parasite Slayer said now he's paying 5 points a week.
Yeah, 5 points. And that's being. And then Angel has certain people that she sends after. Well,
no, that's not true.
Whenever you don't see Jeff,
not
Canarsie,
that type of person at
whenever
all.
you don't see Jeff Canarsie around, whenever you don't see Jeff Canarsie around, he is the one that comes collecting those 5 points.
You better leave him alone.
So if you see somebody with a long jacket walking behind you,
so Lee, are you done dating? Is it over with? Is it finito? No more women, or you got one more woman left? One more woman left.
Mr. Fugazi would like to subscribe to my channel. So if somebody could drop my link, I would really appreciate it. But
yes, if one of you guys in there could drop Angel's link, I'm a half a retard. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, do you have one more woman left? I mean, you have a very interesting story. You've been married, what, 3-4 times? Is it finito, or is that?
Let me tell you something. I can go out tomorrow. All these are lonely old women around here and get a woman.
Oh my God!
You know, I just got to pick out the one that has the biggest bank account. But
no,
I like my life like this. I've been in relationships for the last 30 years up until 5 months ago. I'm free.
You can do whatever you want.
James Proctor's going to be saying that pretty soon too. You know, I want to be free.
You could do whatever you want. You could not, you know.
Why don't you ask Angel? Angel, when's the last time you dated Angel?
What?
When's the last time Angel Gotti dated?
Dated?
Yes.
12 years ago. 13.
How did you meet your husband? Tell us the story.
Blind date.
Someone told me that you sent someone to the house and you sent someone to his house and they grabbed him by the back of the neck and said, "Oh yeah, Angel Gotti needs a husband."
There was a whole dating show about Angel on the Growing Up Gotti thing. There was a whole show thing, like the bowling show.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I gotta see that. Maybe
you can't. You cannot find that nowhere. That is, you can't find that. I tried.
You think Angel sued him? Had to take it down?
Yeah, I don't know, but you can't. Maybe I think you could probably order the DVD if it's out there, but you can't get. It's not available on no streaming sites at all. Because remember that whole Go Angel Go? I was trying to get a footage of Angel bowling and have you say that, and I looked everywhere in every streaming site. The only thing that's available is the Growing Up Gotti 10-year anniversary. That's the only thing that it's available.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Angel. Does your sister ever watch any of that old stuff that she was in?
I don't think so.
Because it's kind of funny when you're on TV like that, you could literally find like 100 shows.
Yeah, every now and then A&E runs it, but I don't know if she watches it. I'll tell. Like sometimes I remember I told her, "Yeah, it's playing on A&E," and she's like, "Oh, who gives a shit?"
So, do you think it was that the kids that were kind of wild on there, the young sons, got a bad rep because of the show?
No, because they're all grown up now.
They're nothing like that no more, right?
No, they're nothing like that at all.
They were kids, Lee, and
yeah, they're grown-ups now. I mean, they're grown adults. One is married with 2 children. One is engaged. He's getting married, and Frankie, I don't even think Frankie has a girlfriend. I'm not sure.
And
There's a lot of girlfriends.
How tough do you think it was for young kids like that? You're talking, what, 10, 15 years ago? the walk around with the last name of Gotti?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They were supposed to be the Jersey Shore, but they turned.
Yeah.
The Jersey Shore was supposed to be about them, but they turned it down because they had girlfriends at the time, and the girlfriends didn't want to be, want them involved in it.
Yeah, Jersey Shore's like the characters look like some of the kids, the nephews. They had the hairdo and everything.
That means Snooki could have become one of your daughter-in-laws, I guess.
No, I don't think so. Like my nephew Johnny has the same girlfriend since high school. I mean, he's married to her now. They have 2 children, but they're together since high school. So I don't know. And my nephew Carmine, no, he's engaged now. And he's got a beautiful fiance. She's beautiful.
Well, this sounds familiar. Lee Pill, I really don't know much about the internet. I'm 60 years old. My son put me on the YouTube, so I'm quite illiterate when it comes to internet, buddy. Yeah, don't ever work for your son, though, because he'll fire you.
Oh man, what an interesting story that was.
Nothing like that phone call. Dad, I love you and everything, but I gotta let you go.
But when you say that was the best thing to happen, because let's say you would have kept doing your son's show, you would have never came to this genre because you struck at the right time. Like you came out at the right time. You were the first one.
I remember I said at that time I had a girl, and I remember when I met Angel Gotti, I looked at her and I said, honey, it's Angel fucking Gotti. I made it big. I made it big. I'm telling everybody. This is Angel effing Gotti.
No, you did not.
I was running around and then the next thing I know, we're fighting. I used to cry every night because I lost her. I used to attack her on my show. Wait a minute.
No, you did not. Although we did attack each other. Yes, we did. I would say.
It wasn't really an attack. It wasn't.
And you, Lee Cole.
Yep.
Evil, evil, evil.
Yeah, and you, Lee Cole.
Yes.
And you used to call me Queen Bee.
And I never knew if I was doing a show, if I said something wrong, she was going to take it the wrong way.
No, that's not true.
But whenever I turned on your show and I heard, and Lee Cole, I was like, shit. I never thought that I'd be up here with Staxx squashing this thing.
Yeah, that was a good thing. That was good.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to squash it with anybody I've been fighting with, except that's the main characters on that side.
Yeah.
Like I would never look at JC, Johnny Mac, or what's his face, Soulflow, or any of those guys, especially FBS. Gunsmoke. Oh my God, Gunsmoke has become so pathetic that
Listen, I am so I don't hold grudges, and anybody who says I'm sorry, I right away I forgive. I'm a very forgiving person, and when they say I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, or I'm sorry, I accept everybody's apologies. The one person whose apology I will never ever accept, I will die first, is FBS. You called my mother filthy, disgusting names, and you lied about my kids. So that's it. He when I said he's dead to me, he's really dead to me.
Kid Rock, do you have a credit card?
He's saying I pop pills. He's sick. FBS, I'm still waiting. I challenge you to a drug test. Let's do it. And if I lose the drug test, if I come up dirty in any way, shape, or form, you could have my channel.
Oh wow. Well, I got it good. All I have to do is wear a Ninja Turtle shirt with it.
And Parasite Slayer says Gunsmoke has to be on antidepressants to have bloated so much. Wouldn't you be on antidepressants if you lived with your grandparents? I mean, it's not even like living with your parents, it's your grandparents. First, you got to worry about them being sick. And then, that grandparent smell the houses get. Angel, you know what I mean? Your house probably has a little grandparent smell, right?
What does that even mean, Lee? What smell is that?
It's a grandparent smell.
Talking about the old man smell, right?
Not an old man.
Old man smell. My grandfather smelled so nice.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking. No, I don't got the old man smell. I got like my place smells like ass.
Oh my god.
You know what's funny? I'm a very clean guy. I mean, they can walk in here anytime to inspect me, and I never have nothing to worry about.
I don't know why. Everybody, hold on. My grandfather was a never smelled bad in ever.
Remember back in the old days, Angel, way back when remember they all had like that mothballs in their houses and shit.
Yeah.
The closets would smell like mothballs, and
my grandparents had those too. I remember those.
Oh yeah. My grandmother
Mothballs
had
in the closet. Yeah.
Yeah, my grandmother too had mothballs. Mothballs were everywhere.
I bet you a few people on these shows' house smells like they're cooking meth.
Oh man.
What?
I said some of the people on here houses probably smell like they're cooking meth.
You know, I seen something crazy when I was younger. I seen a trailer exploded. Some kids were cooking meth in the trailer, and the trailer exploded. And I ran over there. My ambulance came over there, and these dumbasses. Some guy got lit on fire, and these dumbasses put this kid in a pool filled with because it was raining. They put the kid there, and I swear when the fireman pulled him out, he had a tattoo on his back, and the tattoo peeled like it was the most disgusting thing.
Oh God.
Well, Angel, well, we know there's no meth in New York, right, Angel?
I don't have a clue. I don't even know anybody who ever tried meth.
Oh, you do. They just don't tell you.
Well, wouldn't you know by their teeth?
Not really. I mean, Walter White had good teeth.
Who's Walter White?
From Albuquerque.
Walter, he was.
I lived there.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, he had nice teeth. I thought that when you do meth, your teeth get all rotted and broken.
I got to ask, Cane Shade, is that true?
I have no clue. I don't know.
Yeah, see, I don't know either.
Okay, listen, people, I'm gonna let you all go. Thank you for being on here. I've been on 2 hours today. I don't want to start getting on here and being like Angel and not leave. Okay?
So when does your show start, Angel? 8:30?
8:30.
See that? Now you only have about a half hour to wait.
Yeah, 8:30.
Go to Angel's show, people. It's a very special show. They're going to talk about John Gotti. It might become more special tonight. I might show up.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Lee Cole.
So I'll show up with my John Gotti fanboy shirt.
No, you will not.
My clone.
Gray flannel. Oh man.
Yeah, but I'm definitely going to wear his clone.
Yeah, you know what? I have his cologne here. I have a bottle, and I won't even spray it.
Why don't you?
What was his? What kind of cologne did your father
no,
wear?
not another one.
It was gray flannel.
Not another one.
Don't you go buy it?
No, I was just. Can you even get it? I guess.
Yeah, there was a guy who got it. There was a guy who actually got it. Yeah.
No, I know.
Was he in Pennsylvania?
I know.
Yeah.
I know what you're up to. He's gonna role play. Proctor's gonna shoot himself up with some of that stuff, and his wife's gonna go, "You smell like John Gotti."
Role play.
Well, you can get it on Amazon. And you know what? My brother John wears it too, so I always get him some. And they even have roll-on deodorant. I get that from my brother as well.
Oh God! I mean,
yeah, my brother John likes it. He likes the cologne. And they have soap too. They have soap.
Okay, what was your father's favorite drink?
A martini.
Non-alcohol.
Non-alcohol. Oh, that Pellegrino water, the one in the water in the green bottle.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, is that Pellegrino?
Sparkling water.
Yeah,
Sparkling,
yeah.
yeah.
And you know, Mr. Proctor's writing a list right now. Okay, so what was his favorite dish of food?
Anything pasta.
I can
Anything.
understand.
Ravioli, lasagna. He loved that. But I mean, he loved everything. My dad was like, we would have Chinese food once a week on usually maybe Friday night. We would have Chinese food. Saturday night, him and my mom would go out. We'd all go out with them sometimes.
Can you picture John Gotti calling a Chinese place? And
he doesn't.
No,
He
but just say he did. He called up and placed the order, and they go, "Let me have your name, sir, John Gotti." Okay.
No, we used to go to this.
And they'll be running around. Don't fuck that order up. Don't fuck that order up.
We used to go to this Chinese restaurant in Flushing, and I would take a ride with Louis, my ex-husband, and we would go all the way to Flushing to pick up the food and bring it back to Howard Beach.
Hey, they make fun of me because I drive 30 miles for gyros.
Oh, see,
You know? Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, Gunsmoke was saying, I think this morning he was going, Lee's probably out right now driving down the street for gyros.
You know that in Saturday night was always the night that in that life that you were supposed to be with your family.
Well, Friday night he was with us too, unless there was
No,
a.
I mean, he might have been, but I mean, it was always at least Saturday night that you were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were always there on a Friday night unless there was a shooting going on in front of a steakhouse.
I'll cut it out, Lee.
Lee, do you have cactus in your neighborhood? Like the cactus?
At the end of this street, when you turn up this street, on the corner, it's all a bunch of cactuses. Yes.
Okay, so now I know where to find you if I decide to go.
That makes no sense.
You can just text Damien.
Huh?
Just text Damien where Lee is.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm glad I did this show. And you know what, people?
Yeah.
I'm going to come back and do another live show on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Tomorrow. You know, you're going to see me on here a lot more because now I don't have to worry about my partner's internet working or whether he's showing up. This is my show now, 100%. I'll be doing it my way. They should make a song like that. I did it my way.
It did.
See, no. I made that up.
What?
You wrote the Frank Sinatra song?
No, Frank Sinatra got that from me.
Oh, okay.
Paul Anka wrote that song.
Paul Anka wrote. Oh, see, she got you. Paul Anka wrote that song. That's right. Paul Anka did write that song.
Yes, he did.
People don't realize Paul Anka wrote a lot of people
A lot of songs. Paul Anka did.
You remember that little short guy, Paul Williams?
Oh yeah, remember him?
He wrote all that music back in the day.
Yes, that's right. Paul
in the
Williams
70s and 80s, he was writing all the pop music back then. You'd watch a score and it'd always be Paul Williams. And Paul Williams spent years on the Hollywood Squares.
Yes, that's right. Paul Williams.
Paul Lynn, Paul Williams, and but that guy's amazing. The music that he wrote. If
Talented,
you ever people, do yourself a favor. Pull up the name Paul Williams on Google and then read the music that he wrote, and you will be shocked that some of the biggest songs, I think he made like 40, 50 number one hits.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Very talented.
And they said he lived in the biggest house of all the stars.
Okay, Lee Cole III, someone's at the door.
Good. I was going to kick his ass out of here anyway. No, serious. That guy bothers me, Angel.
He does not. Leave him alone. Someone's at my door too.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angel, for showing up.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Proctor, you get out of here too. Thank you for being here, brother.
Thank
you.
I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right.
Take care, my man. Now let me say goodbye to everybody. Take off. Okay, everybody, I had a great time today. We've been on 2 hours. We were well over 200 for most of that time. And I'd like to say thank you. Chicky. You treated me like a cheap prostitute tonight. Thank you. Everybody else, thank you all. I appreciate it. You're going to see me on here more, and we're going to be doing this a lot more, people. That's all they did. They want to take my partner away. They're going to see my face more. Take care, people. Everybody have a nice one. I've had a blast. Oh, hit the damn like button.